Hello and welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I am excited for today's pick a card. Today we're tapping into your next exclusive relationship. We'll get the timeline to see when you'll be in this relationship, how you'll meet this person, who it is, all that good stuff. That is our topic today. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, custom spell work, manifestation candles, all that is over there. And other than that, you can pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile as well for all of my readings. For group one, we have the Black Geode, and we'll be using the Rider-Waite Tarot. For group two, we have the Zebra Stone, and we'll be using the Zodiac Tarot. For group three, we have the Clear Quartz, and we'll be using the Avalon Revelation Tarot. And for group four, we have the Sodalite, and we'll be using the Star Tarot for group four. So go ahead, pause the video if you need more time, and we're just going to get right into it. Alright, if you chose group one with the Rider-Waite Tarot and the Black Geode, this is your reading, tapping into your next exclusive relationship. We'll see who this will be with, when this relationship is, how it'll come about, all that good stuff. Spirit for group one with the Black Geode. Please show us for group one their next exclusive relationship. Who is this with? How is this coming about for group one? Okay. So right away, I'm tapping into an energy who's wanting to, I'm hearing cross the line is the way that it's being explained to me with you. So that's reading to me as someone who's been trying really hard to keep things, I'm like PG. That's the best way I could say it, because it's like they haven't fully moved into that romantic space with you, because they feel like once they do, it's kind of like, okay, we're together from there. We're a couple, or it's a wrap for me. I already know I'm going to fall for group one kind of thing. And this person has been waiting a while. We have boundaries and longing. So right away, I'm tapping into someone who's put up a wall with you or has some resistance towards you. This could be an age gap situation where this person is older than you, so they feel a bit like, okay, I really got to make sure this person is wanting me, this person is open to this is what they want. I also got to make sure that they're ready and they're in a headspace where they can handle something more serious or something more long-term. And then I was also picking up on someone who's been around you, who's been in your energy. It seems like somewhere you frequent. So this could be someone you work with. This could be someone in a friend group that you share. But this person has been kind of, keeping a wall up with you. And that's so freaky. I'm literally looking at the boundaries card, reading the extra text. It says no, drawing the line, and enough. So that's the same exact way that I felt it. I was like hearing specifically someone wants to cross the line with you is exactly how I was hearing it. And now I'm reading the card. It's so freaky, like when things like that happen. But we have longing. It says craving, aching, and wanting. So it's like this person has really been keeping themselves in purgatory, because it's like they're the tortured one at this point. They're the one kind of suffering. I haven't really gotten anything from you and how you're, kind of viewing this. So this could be a secret admirer to you. This could be someone who hasn't made themselves apparent to you yet at all. Or this could be someone where it's like, yeah, I know there's tension there, but I'm not going out of my way to do things for them. I can see they have a wall up or resistance. So until they're ready, I'm gonna, let them do their thing. It doesn't seem like you're too pressed on making this happen either. And that's only allowing this energy to build more and more within them. So it's actually a good thing, especially for those of you who want to be in a connection with someone who's the pursuer. So we have influences, realization, and chasing. Influences, it says attachments, third parties, and peers. So I'm picking up on just like taboos type of relationships, like a teacher-student dynamic, or a boss, employee dynamic, or friend group situation, someone who's older than you, picking up on taboos. For some of you, it could be with that third party energy. It could be someone they're in a relationship with, but I wasn't getting that at all. I was actually getting more of, especially with peers, that it's like, how are people that are in my same, age group, how are they going to look at me? Or, it could be attachment to traditional beliefs. Like if this person is from a different religion or culture than you, it could be something like that. I wasn't really feeling it like a traditional third party, but you may know the situation if they've made themselves aware to you. Regardless, we got realizations here. It says epiphanies, understandings, and awakenings. So it seems like Spirit has been working on this person, working through this person to get them out of their own head, and also to get them present in the current moment and what they have available. Regardless of what they kind of assume in their head, there is an opportunity here with you, and Spirit's like, listen, it's not gonna be here forever. That's not how it works. So you do kind of have to make a decision on the fly. So they may be getting a lot of signs and signals, reminders from the universe about you, kind of putting them in a pressurizer and, pushing them to make a decision and do something. We have the chasing card, so that's where this is leading to. This person will likely end up being the person that is approaching you and coming towards you and chasing after you. Chasing, it says pursuit, toxicity, and resilience. So that wouldn't surprise me. Chasing can be a bit toxic. I wasn't getting that, but with someone who's already kind of feeling uncomfortable, yeah, don't be surprised if you kind of get some toxic energy from them, or they try to give you an ultimatum, something like that. Because when people feel that pressure and they feel like they have to hurry up and take action, they kind of put that onto everyone else around them. So it becomes kind of your problem, and all of a sudden they're pushing you to hurry up and make a decision. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that. Spirit, can we get a timeline? Oh my God, first card out we got in the next few hours. So right away I'm seeing, in the near future. Wow, you guys are getting a lot of very quick moving energy. So I would say this is something that's going to manifest very quickly for you, Group 1. And I would also say that Spirit is likely going to give you a message today within the next few hours. Let's say within the next 12 hours, Spirit will be giving you a clear sign, signal, message, and omen, something so specific to you. And this is also a good time if you want to ask for something specific, like, okay, Spirit, if this is whatever question you have talking about this person, send me this signal specifically. Or if this is my message and you are sending me someone right away, send me this message. Just a good time to, tell Spirit what it is that you're looking for, if you need a message and you need to make sure it's for you, but it'll be clear automatically. But we have in the next few hours and in the near future. So I see this happening definitely sooner rather than later. For you, Group 1, it looks like this person is already coming towards you, like they already had a plan. It feels like today, but everyone's situation is different. We do have don't wait at the bottom of the card. So I would definitely say if there's something that you're being called to do, like if you already feel a pull in a certain direction, whether that's towards a person, I'm hearing now whether that's toward a space. So maybe someone has seen something that they want to book. Maybe someone is considering some travel or something that they're interested in, like a class or something they want to join, something they want to get a ticket for, something along those lines. Definitely Spirit is saying don't wait on that. Take that action, because that is essentially what you're being, called to do on your part. So if there's anything that you're called to do, follow through with that so you can know I did my part and now I'm waiting for my bae. Anything else about the timeline for Group 1? Okay, we did get change your attitude, so maybe Spirit is calling some of you to change your mindset. This card sounds like more snarky than it actually is. This card always comes out when it's about some specific mindset shift. So if you've shifted back into any sort of toxic mind, or not even toxic, but just counterintuitive to your ultimate goal, definitely make an effort to shift back into a healthy state of mind. You can honestly even just play like Law of Assumption playlist on the background of as you're scrolling on your phone, or in the background in your room as you're hanging out, whatever you're doing, just to keep you in that mindset. And you don't even have to consciously focus on it. And that can just be, kind of harmonize with your subconscious and naturally get you right in the right mindset. I would say Law of Assumption is really good for you to listen to at this time. But even maybe some of the other laws, you know, kind of looking into that. Whatever content you feel called to that really gets you in the right mind state. We have Thursday, we have Friday that has come out. So Thursday and Friday will be very important in your timeline moving forward. I'm really feeling like that's this week, not gonna lie. We have October that came out as well. So this is going to be a confirmation if your birthday is in October, this person's birthday in October. October could have been significant for you, or it could even be significant for you moving forward. I was also getting like someone was complaining about not being able to do holiday stuff, like the coupley holiday stuff. And October is definitely, you know, it's the Halloween, so it's one of those big holidays where couples like to dress up together. They like to coordinate and all of those. So I was feeling that as a sign for someone specifically who had felt like they didn't get to participate in the fall couple stuff, that by this fall you will be able to do that couple stuff. I was hearing from October as well. All right, Spirit, show us who this is. Can we get their energy? How is this person pursuing group one into an exclusive relationship? What are they doing? What is happening from here? Yeah, this person is basically playing catch up. We have like, yeah, we have the Wheel of Fortune, Temperance reversed, and the Ace of Swords. So this person is seeing it as they fumble. They feel like they waited too long, but they don't feel like they missed out on the opportunity with you altogether. Also, Justice card reversed can talk about specifically in a love reading with a third party. If the person is already committed to someone else, that will a lot of times come up when people are thinking, you know what, maybe I committed to a love offer too quickly. Maybe it comes from, like we had influence talking about, like maybe their religious beliefs or their past, the community that they come from. Maybe I was too involved in that community where I ended up on a path fast track to marriage before I was actually ready for it as a person. I just saw 1, 2, 3, 4. So a lot of times, you know, Justice reverse can come up when people are feeling like, okay, I actually made the wrong decision in the past, so let me rectify that now and actually get in a relationship or marry for love. So we got Temperance reverse, Justice reverse. This person is looking at it like, you know what, I missed out on valuable time that I could have had with group one. So Ace of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, I want to cash in on all the blessings that we could have together. Ace of Swords, I'm going to be taking action towards group one. I'm going to be consistently communicating to group one. I'm going to let them know that I'm interested, and I'm also going to initiate, and I'm hearing plan as well. So this is like an energy of them planning dates. And honestly, I feel like they're really going to cherish you. It doesn't surprise me because the nature of the reading, we are tapping into your next exclusive relationship. So it's like naturally you'll try to pick the person who would be really good for you when you're moving into exclusivity. But this looks really, really good. I feel like this person is making up for lost time. You may be seeing a lot of repeating nines as well. We got the 9 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles reversed. I feel like this is their energy of regret, but also feeling like, you know, this is like, okay, 9 of Pentacles reversed. I can't regret forever what I didn't do, which I wish I would have done, what I wish I would have invested, how I wish I would have moved. I can't actually change that. So 9 of Wands reversed, let me not get stuck feeling like, okay, that's just how things played out. That's just my destiny. Let me keep pushing past the conflict or past the obstacles that I've been seeing. You know, this person is definitely beginning in their head for a while, and I don't feel like it was directly to do with you. Some of you, this is literally a secret admirer, so you're not even aware of all this internal conflict that they've had going on inside. We got the Hermit reverse. That's an energy of them wanting to go out and wanting to do fun things. I feel like you're going to have a really good time with this person. I'm also seeing them get you out of the house. I'm seeing them take you out. I'm seeing you guys even do just like cute coupley stuff while it's warm, like, you know, picnics. Wow, we got the 4 of Wands. Yeah, definitely attached and, you know, kind of tied at the hip, you two. 4 of Wands is one of our union and marriage cards in tarot, so that's a really good sign. I would say your next exclusive relationship, it definitely looks like they're considering marriage, they're considering a long-term partnership, and I see them coming into union with you after stalling for quite a while. Right away. So we have Creator Earth. This person could be an earth sign, so look out for Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo placements. This could also be further confirmation for you if you are an earth sign or earth energy dominant. Creator Earth is really about tapping into your natural resources as well. So you could be called to make an offering to Mother Earth. You can literally just bring fruit to a beach, release the fruit in the water. Don't worry, it's biodegradable. It will be fine. And you can speak your intention over the fruit, and you can offer it to water. You can offer it to the earth, you know. You can bury it as well. Also, feeding the animals on the earth is such a slept on 2 for the price of 1 manifestation technique, because, you know, they're like our little helpers, the squirrels and the raccoons and all the cute little creatures that are literally just in your backyard, making offerings to them. First of all, they will bring you things, especially if you have any crows in your area. And you can get gifts from them, but it's also returning that love and sharing your generosity, and it will up your luck. We have Nourish the Sacred Feminine. So I am seeing Spirit telling you, like, I want you to be more in your feminine energy, nourishing your femininity, allowing yourself to be comfortable with your emotions, feeling more comfortable in your own skin, working on some of that as well. That's what I have for you, Group 1. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 2 with the Zodiac Tarot and the Zebra Stone, this is your reading, tapping into your next exclusive relationship. We'll see when this will be, how you'll get into this relationship, who this is, all that good stuff. Spirit, for Group 2 with the Zebra Stone, please show us for Group 2 their next exclusive relationship. Okay. So right away, I'm feeling instant attraction for you, Group 2. I am feeling for the majority of you, this is likely someone you do not know. This feels like a fresh energy. If you do so happen to know this person, you guys have not moved forward romantically at all. It would be like platonic, or say this is like someone you saw in passing, like on your morning commute, whatever, what have you, something like that. But it does look like their intentions are really, really good. We got loyalty and commitment coming out. That is what you want to see in a reading about exclusivity. You don't want to see, you know, someone like, yeah, I'm exclusive in title, but I'm still on the fence. You want to see this loyalty and commitment. Loyalty, it says trusting, reliability, and believing. So this person is offering to be trustworthy, to be responsible, reliable for you, believing in the connection. You're able to believe in this person. This person is kind of showing up and doing all the right things, saying all the right things. And I find it so funny how there's a literal golden retriever on this card, because their energy really does feel like that. It feels innocent, it feels playful, and it feels like this person is genuine. It's not a big struggle for them to be loyal. That's how they are naturally, especially when we're talking about their owner. So there could be a little dynamic there. Ooh, what y'all got going on, Group 2? Could be a little dynamic there. Maybe you have them in check. But then we have the commitment card. It says marriage, promises, and fidelity. So yeah, this person is definitely offering fidelity. They're showing up, offering to be loyal to you, faithful to you. They're being responsible, strong, in it to win it energy. I like this so far. We also have chemistry and ecstasy. So there is a strong energy of physical attraction that you have when you're with each other, and a strong energy of being like in a state of bliss. So I feel like you guys have the romantic aspect, which of course is needed, but then you also have like the playful aspect where it's like, I actually like this person. I want to be around this person. I can joke around with them. I don't take things too seriously. Neither do they. We're having a great time. We like each other, love each other even, but also we feel so happy and excited, and we adventure together and do life together. Chemistry, it says attraction, spark, and passion. And I'm feeling that instantly. I see you being instantly attracted to this person. Like the first time you see them, there's a very strong pull towards them and vice versa. So you guys could have one of those really weird kind of like movie moments when you meet each other. And it's like, I looked over my shoulder and then I saw him and the light flickered and it shined in his eyes. And I knew he was the one for me. Like you guys could really be having something like that or vice versa. They could be so obsessed with you, especially with them showing up in that kind of golden retriever archetype. Very much so, just happy to be there, happy to be around you. Ecstasy says having good times, chasing thrills and excitement. So I like that dynamic. I like that you guys have fun, but there's also like that strong, raw passion that you have for each other as well. We have obscurity and confession. So for a lot of you, this is someone who's in your energy. So like I said, not someone you've officially dated, but definitely someone who's admiring you. Obscurity, it says secrets, mysteries, and concealing. That's giving me strong secret admirer energy, especially coming out right with the confessions card where it's like, okay, I'm finally going to make my move. I'm finally going to let it be known to group 2 that it is I who has been in your energy and I like you, this and that. But for some of you, you know, with secrets, mysteries, concealing, that also kind of sounds like spirit is keeping this person from you until it's the right time. So spirit is also bringing my attention to a specific time. Someone is saying like, I've been ready for a relationship since this time, but spirit is saying, where were you at that time? Could you be the best partner at that time? So I feel like there may be like a breakup someone was going through and they're like, I just want to be with the one. And spirit's like, I see that. That is 1,000% true, but we're not quite in alignment because we got to get this other person out of your energy so that you can show up happy, healthy, allowing someone to love you, but also showing up as a happy, healthy, non-suspicious, non-on edge partner yourself as well. So spirit's like, don't worry, let me cook. This is coming to you in perfect timing. And when it does, it looks like this person is going to be the one to make the confession to you. It says unveiling, coming clean, and messages. So you will likely get a message from this person first. I just saw 505. Oops. And they're likely going to be the one to admit to you that they're interested. All right, Spirit, give us a timeline for group 2. Their next exclusive relationship. When is this relationship for group 2? I would do something to open up your energy right away, even just like a short energy opening practice, you know, right now, something small, like literally taking maybe 2 minutes, but 2 minutes committed, a full 2 minutes, you know, closing your eyes and kind of imagining that you're cleansing your energy and opening up your heart chakra specifically, because your timeline is honestly all over the place. We got hours that came in. And then we got in the next few months. So I do feel like spirit will be giving you a big sign or signal within the next few hours. This person I'm hearing could also end up adding you on social media within the next few hours. Usually that card comes out when there's a big sign or signal spirit is sending. Sometimes it can come out when you are, yes, literally meeting this person in the next few hours, but I like to keep it more open-ended. And then we have in the next few months. So there's definitely an energy here of spirit saying we're going to have an opportunity to get into this relationship rather quickly for you, group 2. This could be something that you enter into in the next few months. But then we also got in the next few years, and this one actually is the first card to come out from the timeline deck. So when we have such a like varied timeline like that, it definitely depends on external factors. If you've been feeling tied up and you've even been having like bad luck or like a string of like closed doors, I definitely say do something to cleanse your energy. I have like 7-day glass candles on my Etsy shop that are perfect for something like this. I would go with a white for clearing or yellow for transformation, whatever you're feeling more called to, or both. But I would recommend that because it's kind of like you need some Reiki done to get stuff plucked out. I can't tell if it's with your timeline specifically, if it's an entanglement that you have to someone else. I'll ask the tarot actually. I can't tell exactly what the root of spirit, what is with this varied timeline? What would be in the way or causing this to come so far along? So we got the Seven of Cups and the World card with the Six of Swords reversed at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, this is definitely talking about a relationship, Six of Swords reversed, that didn't come to full fruition. This is someone, Seven of Cups, that you're still keeping an option open for, or like the door open for, someone in the back of your mind who still has access to you. And the World card is about, like, really the World card, especially in a love reading, is pretty much the person you settle down with. So this would let me know that there is likely someone in your energy that you're still attached to, you're still holding the door open for, or who is very much so attached to you, in which case I would recommend a banishing. I do have black candles. I don't advertise them on Etsy because they're just much more aggressive, and whenever I got the black candles up there, people be like, yes, I need you to hex this person to hell, straight to hell. And it's just like, you know what, let me get these black candles above here. But if you do feel like you need something more aggressive, I'll do it for you. Just let me know you were in Paul 2 in this reading. I'll do a black for you if you need it. But that would be more if you know that it's someone else who has this attachment to you and you've been ready to move forward. This is looking more like that versus like a spiritual thing though, versus an entanglement, but a clearing would handle that anyway. So if it is, I always program my stuff to affect the situation, whether it's a known issue or unknown, so that we can make sure it hits the target. We got 08, we got 10. That could be representing August, that can be representing October, but also the 8th and the 10th of the month will be significant to you in some way. We got 15 here as well, so the 15th of the month is showing up as significant. Also, I'm tapping in for one person that may be your age, and Spirit is saying that's why we're looking in the next few years for you. You got a little way to go before you're ending up in that exclusive relationship with that person you can really kind of trust. Plus, this is looking really, we got commitment, we got loyalty, we got, one of the cards said something about fidelity and marriage, so pretty heavy energy here. And then we have Tuesday as significant for you. So let's tap into this person, Spirit, for group 2. Who is this? How are we getting here? Okay, not gonna lie, I'm not seeing that Spirit has this person picked out for you yet. For those of you who someone is a secret admirer already in your energy, they will present themselves directly to you. You will see who that is. But for the rest of pile 2, we got the Ace of Swords and the King of Wands reversed. So Spirit is saying there's actually some things that we have to do first before Spirit is aligning you with someone specific. We got the Devil card reversed and the 3 of Wands. So it's like we'll be able to move forward and start our future once we Devil card reverse, get rid of that entanglement or cut that person out of our life, give them final closure, communicate to them, okay, I'm letting go of this, I can't do this anymore, or doing a releasing ritual on your end, a banishing if you need something like more sure, really get them out of there. But we have the 8 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. So I see fortune and favor after a period of being entangled with someone specific or stuck with learning lessons in love. I'm seeing as well. Having every relationship having to be more of a teaching moment than just a relationship where it's good and it's romantic and you get to enjoy that person and they get to enjoy you, this and that. What can you tell us about for those of them who this is a secret admirer, what can you tell us about them? Okay, not gonna lie, they're a little closed out to your energy too. So I wonder if this is more of a personal thing. Yeah, we got the Ace of Pentacles, we got the Ace of Wands, we also had the Ace of Swords. A lot of aces coming up talking about like the self. So I would say that there is something going on some way, somehow. I do feel you might be repelling opportunities for you. Maybe you're jumping to conclusions. Be open to conversations, walk a bit slower, be a bit more mindful of who may have their gaze on you and who is trying to send you a sign and signal that they're interested. There may actually be some way that you're self-sabotaging yourself. Also, if you're getting the same kind of comments from people, maybe look into that and see, okay, is there actually something there? Yes, I have a specific kind of humor. No, I don't mean any offense by it, but is everyone getting offended? Okay, maybe I just have to come to the conclusion that, all right, people just, they can't handle this mouth. Pause, because We're not talking about that today. But, maybe they can't handle this quippiness, they're not on my level. They're not quick with it. You may be really quick with it. So you could also be a very unique person that requires a very specific kind of partner. Otherwise, this is also talking about Ace of Pentacles, getting to the bag, Ace of Wands, working on some creative project, not being outside as much anymore because you're focusing on your own creativity or building something, birthing something like a project. Also, enjoying your own company. Ace of Wands can be enjoying your own company quite a bit, taking care of yourself physically. And I actually don't mean like, aesthetically. I mean taking care of yourself physically, like tapping into your own sacral chakra energy, making your sacral chakra happy yourself. If you know, you know. We got the Hermit reversed and the Ten of Cups reversed. So that's what let me know that group 2 has to open up their energy before Ten of Cups reversed, even the secret admirer can fully come in. It seems like you kind of have a wall up, or you could be in a place where you're kind of like no nonsense, not even wanting to date. So Spirit is saying there's an opportunity that will come within the next few months for you to get in a relationship. And at that point, the ball is kind of in your court, which is a good thing. We have the Four of Swords here as well, which is a card of like reflecting, deciding what you want, where you're going to go next, thinking about where you've been as well, thinking about what you need, and then moving towards that. So you'll have the opportunity to say, yes, I'm ready for that. I want to, surrender to that relationship. Or actually, Ace of Pentacles, I got some good money coming in right now from this opportunity. Or Ace of Wands, my creativity is starting to pop. My platforms are popping, whatever you're kind of working on. And I'm going to focus on that. And then I'm going to have, allow Spirit to run it back within the next few years with my exclusive relationship. And in the meantime, of course, you can date, and there will still be people who will present themselves to you, be in your energy. But as far as like exclusivity, the person you're giving exclusivity to, you'll have an opportunity to delay that and say, I actually have something else that I've been really hoping for coming in now. So let me just wait a little bit longer before I surrender to the timeline of being in an exclusive relationship. And that's what I got for you, group 2. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the clear quartz and the Avalon Revelation Tarot, this is your reading, tapping into your next exclusive relationship. We shall see when that will be, how you will get together with this person, who this is, all that good stuff. Spirit, for group 3 with the clear quartz, please show us their next exclusive relationship for group 3. Okay, so I feel like you've been waiting for this, so I'm very excited to see what your timeline will give as well. Time definitely seems like it has been a factor, but you know what? I see that kind of opening up for you, and it's finally the proper time for you guys to move forward. I'm also seeing that there was some alignment work that had to happen here. We have open heart, intimacy, and divine feminine. So the open heart and divine feminine would be the work that you've been kind of doing on your end, opening yourself up to this connection, maybe even some intimacy work to get used to the idea and open yourself up to potentially being with another serious partner again, especially if you've already had a serious relationship before. I see this person showing up with an open heart, so I'm not seeing a bunch of resistance there. Open heart, it says receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. Yeah, empathy really sticks out for me on this card. So there is some situation Spirit is showing me that someone needs some empathy towards, and maybe people haven't been as empathetic in the past. So maybe if there is anything that you struggle with or anything that you take something for each day to kind of regulate, and it's hard to have that conversation with people. I see this person being very open with that, whether that's like a mood stabilizing type of situation or something else. I'm also seeing like, single parents. I'm seeing people who may be struggling financially. I'm seeing things that you've been through for some of you, like whatever your thing is. I'm seeing that Spirit is specifically going out of its way to send you a very empathetic and understanding partner of whatever you're going through. So Spirit is kind of giving you the best chance for longevity here. Intimacy, it says bonding, sensual, and confiding. So yeah, Spirit is really actually showing me like, I don't think I can say that on here, but there's something, there's a name for it, and it's basically when you build that attraction before you go all the way, and it happens before something, before you play. That's what it is, if you know what I'm saying. And I'm seeing this person really be into that, taking their time to build that energy, that attraction between the two of you. You can confide in this person. You can tell them about what frustrates you, and they're not dismissive. They're very open, and a very deep bond here. So it's looking good. We got divine feminine saying yin and feminine energy. I'm seeing this person being your divine feminine actually for some of you, someone who allows you to take care of them, someone who allows you to love them, but also vice versa. I'm seeing the other side where this is a lot of you, and that goes hand in hand with the open heart. So this is likely more so your energy, you surrendering to that divine feminine energy, allowing yourself to be loved and taken care of. We have time, influences, and confession. So very interested in your timeline to see what that will be. Time, it says waiting, cycles, and moments. So it's kind of feeling like you've been holding your breath a bit, waiting for Spirit to send you this person. It feels like some of you have been ready for this person. I mean, born ready. Someone may feel like they were born to nurture, or just like a relationship girl, relationship guy, a lover girl, lover guy, someone who genuinely thrives in romantic connection. Influences, it says attachments, third parties, and peers. So it does seem like there may have been something in the way, but that has been cleared by now. So shouldn't be something you have to worry about moving forward. Whatever that third party energy was, whatever had to be worked through, it's been worked through by now. And then we have confession. So once they come towards you, this person is making themselves known. They're coming towards you full force without fear. It says unveiling, coming clean, and messages. So this person will likely be the one to admit to you their romantic feelings. Spirit, can I get a timeline for group 3? Okay. This is what we're getting so far. So we got Wednesday as significant. You could meet this person on Wednesday, or you could have met this person on a Wednesday. We did have January and Aquarius season that came out. So for some of you, you've already met this person. Aquarius season goes from January 20th to February 18th. So it would be right in alignment with the January that came out. I'm seeing Aquarius season as significant. And then we have in the distant future and patience is needed. So for your next exclusive relationship, it is looking like a big one. It is looking like it has the potential to be like the one for some of you. You will choose to settle down and, kind of build a life for this person. But for the rest of you, I am seeing, we'll look into that with the tarot and see if there's more a delay or if this is like divinely guided. We did get time that did come out as significant from the first deck. So perhaps that was talking about you having to wait a bit for this to come to fruition. Let's see. Oh, there's a couple other cards. I didn't even see these flip over. I think there's like one more. Yeah, and they're all saying the same thing. We did get this one. It says, it depends on your action. So if you've been called to make a move, say you've always felt that your soulmate was from like another city, another country, another area, or you have always felt that you will really blossom as like a dater, someone who's open to dating, going out, meeting new people, all that stuff once you're in a new space. I am seeing that is likely very much so true. I'm getting that confirmation in your spread as well. It depends on your actions. Also can talk about like something that is connected to love through something else. So I would just say follow through with your intuition at this time. I've had situations like this unfold in my personal life where it's like you got some progress in career coming, but it's connected to something that's completely unrelated, or progress in love coming connected to something completely unrelated. So you could be called to like move jobs at this time. And of course, you're going into it like, okay, what promotion can I get? Can I make some more money here? Like, is this going to be a nice workplace? Am I going to like it? What am I looking for? And the whole time, it's like where you'll meet your soulmate. So just follow through with whatever spirit is leading you, because you just never know like how things are connected and how they're actually going to unfold. So leave things open to chance. We do have time is on your side, so I'm much more likely to say this is not likely the result of an entanglement. And also, it's also important to remember that not everything is on our plate. You know, sometimes when there's a delay, we can assume like, oh, there must be something more I'm supposed to be doing at this time. But a lot of times it's the other half of the equation, especially when you're tapping into romance, because then you're tapping into another person. So it's like, that person has just as much to do as you have to do when it comes to alignment. I could see that you had to work on opening your heart chakra. You had to work on tapping into that divine feminine. So there's work on your end. This person has their own different set of expectations from spirit and work that they have to do. So it may honestly not even be something that's directly related to you. It could be something totally on their end they're being called to do. Which is why time is on your side and it's looking like you're in alignment. But yeah, we did get longer than you expect. So it seems like you guys are like been ready, born ready. Spirit, stop playing. Spirit, can you tell us about this person? How is this relationship coming together? Show us how they'll meet. Show us their energy. Who is this? What kind of relationship will they have here? Okay, let's see what we have. We got a lot of feminine energy, a lot of feminine queen energy coming up. We have a Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. I'm getting a little bit of a different kind of message here. I'm tapping into two feminine energy dominant people who are getting together. And one of them is more fiery with the Queen of Wands, and one of them is more watery with the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is water energy. Queen of Wands is fire energy. So you can look out for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, fire, and water placements as well. But I'm seeing that, especially with me being so drawn to empathy from the first deck on one of the cards, on the open heart card, Spirit is telling me that you actually need to be with someone who's more feminine energy dominant, yet has a masculine edge. That's the thing about the Queen of Wands and especially the Queen of Swords. Some of the queens are very masculine, and same with some of the kings in the deck. Like the King of Cups is going to naturally be more feminine. He's still water energy, ruled by water, ruled by emotions, intuition, etc. We have the Emperor reverse coming in to confirm that as well. So I see Spirit trying to connect you with a very soft, open-hearted, loving, genuine partner. Someone who is here to love you, here for you. They're not here because of what you bring to the table, whether you're cooking clean as a feminine or whether you'll provide as a masculine. They're here for you as a person, and they're dedicated to you and the relationship. So we shall see how things go. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So I will say in the meantime, working on finance is going to be your best bet. Finance could be connected to some of the decisions that you're wanting to make at this time, especially with that it depends on your actions. So like say you're in a small group of, collective in group 3 and you're being called to travel. Traveling takes a coin. So working on the finance will definitely help you get you closer to this. I'm really feeling though, if you try to look for love, you may constantly kind of get a closed door. Love for you is going to happen so randomly. You're going to look back on how you actually met your partner and be like, really, Spirit? Like, why did I do all that extra stuff? I didn't even have to do that. We have the High Priestess. So another card coming in talking about your intuition. Definitely work on strengthening like your crown chakra and your solar plexus. Spirit is communicating to you. Spirit definitely has a heavy hand on this connection coming together. Spirit is bringing you together through like magical kind of forces. What I can see with this person, Queen of Wands, they're very passionate and compassionate, so very patient, especially when it comes to sacral chakra activity, physical intimacy. This person can be very patient, but definitely gets it popping. Queen of Cups, someone who's very heart-centered and comforting, soft when they need to be, hard when they need to be. Now that I brought up sacral chakra, everything is sounding like that now. I'm not even trying to be funny. but genuinely, someone who can do it all and someone who's both at the same time. So, someone you can really trust and kind of build with. We also have the Tower reversed and the Eight of Cups reversed. So, there is something that you're kind of going through currently that has to pass before Spirit is bringing in this relationship. So, say this is like the moment where the Tower is kind of hitting in your life and everything is hitting the fan. You're not in your best self at that point. So, Spirit's like, I don't want to bring this person in when you're at the lowest of your low, and then have you not even feeling confident, or have you feeling jaded, have you feeling like, ugh, I don't even want to do this right now because there's really important big things on my plate and that's what I'm focused on. Spirit's like, we got to get this at the right place. We got to get you at the right place at the right time so you can be open-hearted, and so everything can go smoothly with this connection and both of you can open up to each other. We got the Seven of Pentacles reversed and the Two of Wands reversed. So yeah, definitely a little bit of delay with this person. But like I said, I'm feeling this is a feminine energy dominant kind of person. Someone who's very empathetic, connected to their emotions. Definitely a lover. I'm seeing you guys spend a lot of quality time together. And I'm also seeing them being like a words of affirmation kind of person, like a motivator. Someone who always makes you, they want to make sure you feel good. They want you to feel high vibe. They like to hype you up. A true partner. Oh, first card out, we got cozy up with risk. And then we also got befriend the word polarize. So Spirit is saying you're showing up in a polarizing energy right now, group 3. Befriend that word, befriend that concept. Allow yourself to develop new beliefs, new ways of being as you grow and collect more information is the vibe that gives me. You're polarizing at this time. You're masculine and feminine. And also, same thing here. It's so common, especially as a feminine, that it's projected onto you. You have to be with a masculine oriented partner. But, a lot of times feminine energy shows up more masculine than masculine energy. And that's because a lot of it is completely flipped and used to support certain narratives. So it's like you kind of lose the true essence of what the masculine is and what the feminine is. And so you end up in a world where it seems like everything's backwards. And it's like, why does this person seem, like so opposite? And it's because we've, kind of mislabeled these energies. But Spirit is saying cozy up with risk, cozy up with the idea of being different and doing things differently. And also you're polarizing, you're working on both sides of the spectrum. So in a lot of ways you're feminine, in a lot of ways you're masculine, in a lot of ways you're quiet, in a lot of ways you're being called to be loud. Whether that's through your expression verbally or your expression physically, whatever way. That's what I got for you today. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the Soda Light and the Star Tarot, this is your reading, tapping into your next exclusive relationship. We'll see when this is, how you'll meet this person. We'll see who this is for you, all that good stuff. Spirit, for group 4 with the Soda Light, please show us group 4's next exclusive relationship. Oh, we got a stack that came out. Let's see what we have here. Okay. So right away, I am seeing that there is someone in your energy and this person is not trying to let you go. We have thinking, clinging, and resistance here. So this person, their emotions are kind of all over the place when it comes to you. You make them feel quite vulnerable. Thinking, it says missing you, craving you, and desiring you. So this could very much so be someone who's in your energy. The resistance card actually talks more about someone watching you and being in a stuck response versus actually resisting. Like the card, it says secret admirer, suppressing, and timid. So versus actively resisting you, that's what that card is more about. So that combined with the thinking card, it looks like this is someone who has tried to make a move on you and now they're clinging to you. You didn't really respond to the move like it was big and significant. It was kind of just like, yeah, I mean, this is my everyday, or, we don't give rewards out here just because someone's making a move. You got to come harder than that kind of thing. And they're clinging to you. This could be someone you rejected for a small portion of you, or someone who's tried to say or do something, tried to connect with you in some way and you didn't really respond to it. So, maybe this is, so for an example, if this is someone you go to the same gym with them, this person, maybe they were like, oh, you don't have this safety on the machine. And you were like, oh, thank you. And they thought that was going to open up the line of communication. They thought that you were going to see them as like, yes, like this is my main, like I am so into this person. And that did not really happen. So now they're feeling like, oh, oh, okay. Well, it looks like group four is not hooked. I feel like they did something small and insignificant, and to them it felt like such a big deal because it's not every day that they take action towards people. To them, it felt like such a big deal because they're more timid and naturally. And so it was kind of like a big deal for them to work themselves up to that space. But was it a big deal in gesture? No. For a lot of you, something's not significant even enough for you to notice, unfortunately. So this person, it says with clinging, it says holding on, obsessing, and spying. Now they're kind of turning into that energy where it's like they're watching you, keeping tabs on you. They're trying to figure you out, trying to figure out why you rejected them. I do not feel like it was a rejection. I feel like that may be their own projection onto the situation because of how they feel. We have divine masculine here. Divine masculine is known for being more like action based versus let me sit and think and be receptive based. So if this person, especially with them showing up as, masculine energy dominant, that would likely tell us that they are not really thinking things all the way through and they're making a lot of assumptions about you. This person feels like they have so many assumptions about you. I feel like by one or from one minor interaction with you, this person has kind of decided that, maybe you're someone who plays games or you're someone who has super high through the roof standards. They take it as you've rejected them. So yeah, I'm also picking up on someone who knows that this person is in their peripheral. So maybe you've been around this person multiple times, but you've never actually looked at them and they're a bit salty about that because they're feeling like, I know you see me, but you're like going out of your way not to look at me. Like this person is feeling so slighted. Not gonna lie. They feel like, this person is kind of moving like they have a whole to and fro with you, but I don't feel like that's the case for all of you. Depth, it says awareness, importance, and value. So I feel like spirit is trying to bring them into like the present moment and the reality of the situation, which is that they have not been slighted the way they feel they have. And spirit is saying this is a connection that you could have some actual depth, with this person, and there's more depth to this communication. There's more to this than just, gratification of the ego. So spirit is kind of challenging them to get out of that mind state where they feel slighted or they feel like something was done to them, because that does not seem to be the case. They do seem to be projecting. We have boundaries. It says no, drawing the line, and enough. So especially if this is your energy, you're kind of showing up as not entertaining this at all. So this is looking like something that had a small start, mainly insignificant for a lot of you. They felt slighted by you in some way. I really feel like this person felt rejected by you before they even tried. And then the universe has to kind of have like a get real moment with them and show them you really haven't done anything, partner. I know you're feeling like you did a whole lot, but you really didn't. So let's reel it back in and let's take action again, okay? Because this is not it. And for a lot of you, for those of you who are tapped into this person, you know exactly who it is. It feels like you've been kind of playing hardball with them with the boundaries card. You're like, yeah, bro, this is not that. Like, we need to go about this in a better way, because this can only lead to toxicity, or this isn't setting a solid foundation for us. So it doesn't seem like you responded well to their antics, I want to say. Spirit for group 4. Show us their timeline. When is their next exclusive relationship? When is that relationship for group 4? this is going to take too long for you, but we got so many cards talking about like, please, group 4, do not focus on making this happen. Let this person go through this. If there's anything I can see from your timeline, it's definitely that Spirit is telling you to continue to kind of stand on business, you know? I see this relationship happening by September. For some of you, even sooner. We got 05, which can represent May. We got 07, which can represent July. The 5th and the 7th of the month will also be somehow significant towards you. You could finally talk to this person on the 5th, go on your first date by the 7th. We got the hours card that came up as well. This came up in 3 different piles today. My goodness. So there's definitely something going on collectively where Spirit is saying relationships are kind of unfolding during this time, like rapid fire. We may start to see a lot of people randomly getting in relationships at this time. But yeah, with the Iris card there, you'll likely get a significant sign or signal. This person could also end up adding you on social media, or you can end up seeing them within the next few hours. Usually this card comes out when it's like Spirit's going to give you a big sign or signal within the next few hours versus, okay, we're getting in this relationship in the next few hours kind of thing. So, but look at all this. Oh my goodness. We got focus on yourself, focus on something else. Don't focus on time. Spirit's like, I don't want you to be involved in this process. It seems like Spirit really wants to set the foundation of this person being the divine masculine. So I'll say if you are a divine feminine, or if you are someone who is looking for someone who is action-oriented, initiating, taking care of things, responsible, if you're looking for a divine masculine in a relationship, this is Spirit trying to give that to you. Spirit is saying, don't focus on the time because I don't want you to chase this person. When you get tired, when you get jaded, that's when your energy starts to go down. You start to become depleted. It's harder for you to even show up as your true, authentic, fun, energetic self on dates because you're already kind of burnt out, feeling like nothing's going to work out anyway. But also when you get disgruntled, that's when you're much more likely to start chasing. And Spirit's like, we do not want that either. I do not want you to chase this person. I want them to be in their divine masculine energy. And I want this relationship to be built on them being in their divine masculine energy so that they never try to play with you in any way and make you be the initiator. Because you definitely see a lot of that these days. People trying to pass the buck onto their partner and, kind of make one person do all the work. And Spirit's like, no, I need them to initiate. I need them to be in their natural energy so that they don't get in this place again, whether it's because they're timid and they're a secret admirer, or whether it's because of more of an ego thing. I need them to be that healthy masculine. I need them to be in a space where they're taking energy. Don't make it too easy on them. So Spirit's like, focus on something else at this time. You can focus on anything. You can focus on business, money, getting a bag. You can focus on getting your aesthetics together, doing whatever it is, getting back to your health journey, doing what it is that's going to make you feel like comfortable, confident, and ready. And other than that, let it manifest and let this person come towards you. We got wait a little bit longer. And we got September that came out, so I do not feel like you're going to have to wait too long. I see this relationship happening by September, so just like a few more months, a little over a few more months here. All right, Spirit, can you show us who this person is? How will they come towards group 4 as well? Who is this? How is the relationship? How will they come towards group 4? Nice. So we got the Hangman exactly right where Spirit wants them. Also, we got the 5 of Coins reversed. This could be someone who's wealthy but cheap, and Spirit is like, that's not going to work with this person, group 4. I need to get them out of this energy where they're so conservative with that coin and they're ready to live a little so that you're not living deprived. I need to show them that generosity is the way to go. It will be replaced. It's like those videos like, sure, I lost $5,000, but I'll never get to, eat breakfast watching the sunrise on the top of a mountain again. Sure, I did this, I spent this, but I won't be able to say that I did that again. So it's kind of like that concept. Spirit is like, I need to work on this person. So to be honest, that's kind of what I'm seeing as far as like your timeline. It's looking like more of the work is on this person's end. And I was just telling that to group 3. A lot of times, especially with our timeline, tapping into time, seeing when things are set to happen, you see a delay or you see things are farther down the line than you would want it. For you, that's not so much the case. September isn't too long to wait for an exclusive relationship, but still, we assume that, okay, but if it's not here though, right when I'm ready, it must be something else I'm called to do. But that's the one thing that relationships, that rule doesn't apply to them, because it's also that other half, that other living being that has to, get on their P's and Q's, and they got to do what they need to do. We got the King of Wands reversed at the bottom of the deck. Spirit's like, I'm not doing that lazy energy. I'm not doing that scared energy. Nine of Wands reversed. I'm not doing that cheap energy. Five of Pentacles reversed. Spirit's like, listen, I'm really giving this person a pep talk and I'm getting them ready to get in the game, but they can really sit on the bench, and I will replace them with someone who is ready and who is worthy if they don't get their together. So you're kind of in a win-win where it's like you just get to sit pretty and you get to let, the love offer come towards you. But Spirit's like really rolling up the sleeves behind the scenes and putting this person to work, because that lazy, that cheap, like none of that for group 4. So how will they pursue them? Tell us about the relationship. Tell us about this person. Could we get their energy as well? They will be revealing themselves to you, like likely reaching out to you first. So you'll know who this is by the way they pursue you very easily. But I just want to get anything else if we can. We got the King of Pentacles reversed. This person could be an earth sign that doesn't act like an earth sign. We also have the Prince of Wands that came out. So this person could be more fire energy appearing. Maybe they have like fires in their Mars. So Mars placement in their chart is how you go to war, how you take action, how you pursue people, how you get what you want out of life, your passion, your desires. But you could be a whole earth sign, but because that Mars sign is an action-oriented placement in the chart, you'll see it a lot more than you'll even be able to sense someone's sun sign. I always find that with people, like people are never like their sun sign. They're always like their rising or like their moon for me. I'll be able to see like, oh, okay, yeah, I can see that. I can see how you're that sign, but I'll always feel other placements as much more dominant. We got the Four of Cups, the Tower reversed, and the Queen of Cups reversed. So what I see is a super easy, comfortable path for you. Tower reversed, Queen of Cups reversed. Spirit is kind of like taking them through everything that they have to learn, almost like they're on a crash course. Maybe they delayed a lot of masculines, unfortunately, can be like that, where they delay the work that they need to do because they're much more like in this moment oriented, or I just want to get what I want to get in this moment. So they don't really go through all that healing work and do all that extra work unless it's absolutely necessary. Now that it's absolutely necessary and Spirit is showing this person that they have an opportunity with you, it's like now they have a reason to do all this work. So they're on a crash course to working, which is why Spirit is like, focus on yourself, focus on something else. Don't focus on the time. Like, don't focus on this, don't focus on this person, because all of this is on their end and Spirit does not want you to do it for them, because if you do it for them, you'll actually end up shifting into that divine masculine role, which is cool if you're more divine masculine energy dominant. But if you do want more of a, feminine resting life, then you definitely want to allow them to come towards you. We got the Four of Cups, focus on recharging. This person is charging, coming towards you, and when they come towards you, it's really good. Tower reverse without drama. Queen of Cups reverse without acting like they already know you. They're coming into this like getting to know you for you, and they're being taught how to treat you now directly from Spirit. That's what I got for you, group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that's where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon.